Do you want to do fun facts?
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to start off, or do you want me to?
I'll start off. Okay, fun facts. So they are based off of a mythological creature called the Furies. They're also called Erinyes in mythology. So
those buttholes.
they're oh yeah.
Aren't the Furies like actually like insane though? Like they can.
You're
like,
not
just...
talking about the Fates, right?
No, the Furies are the people in Greek mythology that are like. That was actually one of my fun facts. It's like they basically are like the oath keepers. It's like if you break an oath, they're gonna come for you and freaking give you
much.
a punishment.
And especially like family oaths.
Ooh.
Like they don't like inter-family conflicts, and if you like mess stuff up, like if you were to like kill your mom, they'll come and hunt you down. So yeah, that's them, and they're straight up from mythology, so that's always cool. But I just wanted to say their little origin because it's like kind of messed up, and it kind of feeds into like them being these messed up creatures. But this is not the D&D, obviously. So anyway, so the Furies in mythology, also known as the Erinyes, were created when Kronos castrated his father Uranus and threw his genitals into the sea. Dang. And all the blood drops that came from that created Furies, among other things.
Aphrodite came.
Aphrodite came from like the sea foam or something.
Mm-mm.
Like, she didn't come from the blood drops.
Mm-mm.
What are you saying?
She literally came from a testy.
Oh.
A one testy just pop that sucker open, bam,
and
Aphrodite, baby.
So actually that's a good point. They're linked to Aphrodite, and so if you look at their commonalities here, they are supposed to have this beautiful nature, right? They're supposed to be linked to sexuality, a pure sexuality, and now not pure in that, like, not abstinent pure, but like they look pure. They look beautiful. They're like these perfect beings.
Wait, so
Aphrodite's like that, and so are the Furies.
Wait, so Cronus's testicles are like the birth of beauty?
That would be a question for a mythological interpreter.
But that's just messed up.
Well, it kind of makes sense.
No one thinks balls are hot. What the hell?
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm sure someone does. But no, but I mean, it makes sense because it's a sexual organ. So you're getting this sexual creature that's kind of like, that's their whole theme.
I guess that's true, yeah.
From the organ.
I mean, that's a rip, though. Imagine being born a testicle. I am born. Oh!
Well, we kind of all came from a testicle.
Well, imagine, like, popping out of one and you're already an adult. You know?
Yeah, well, that's the kind of weird stuff mythological deities are used to.
Mythology's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what about the... Yeah. I think enough said with mythology. Okay, another one is that they are very powerful charmers, and they actually used to, in earlier editions, have a charm ability where they could infinitely charm someone to the max. Like, you are so charmed that they can tell you to kill yourself, and you will. So it was too OP to keep, so it doesn't exist anymore.
That's literally insane. Go die. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, but it's good to bring up because it emphasizes their enchanting kind of the intention of the creators. Like, the wizards meant for these Erinyeses to be enchanting beings. And so they gave them an OP power. And so now they don't have that power anymore, and they shouldn't. I don't think you should give that to them because it is OP. But you should, when you give them spells or describe how they, go about things, make it an enchanting type of strategy, if that makes sense. They're going to try to deceive and tempt mortals using enchantment as opposed to just sheer force. But they will use sheer force. That is special about them.
Well, I mean,
but they also have this enchantment aspect.
They normally do use sheer force. They just say, "All right, you're coming with me."
I wouldn't say normally. I'd say it's at least 50-50 of whether they want to deceive or just straight up just bag you up.
I mean, most devils are like, "Here, I'll give you anything you want." They're like, "All right, you're coming with me, little butthole," and he just grabs you by the collar and drags you in hell. Like, most devils don't do that, Like, yeah.
True.
I got a fun fact. I'm sorry for getting it though.
Okay, well, if you don't know it, then why
I did, but then I didn't. Like, my mind just kind of, like...
Maybe we'll come back. So we mentioned they have ropes of entanglement. So if you give them ropes of entanglement, that's completely justified. They normally have one on them, even though it's not in the stat block. And just to add to the combat strategies, they'll use them, if they have them, to grapple someone, fly up in the air, and drop them. So rock style.
Actually, who would win, an Erinyes or rock?
Technically, an Erinyes should by CR, but so that's a smart thing to do, right? You can have as strong of a being as you want, but if they can't fly, you can kill them right away.
Bye.
Exactly. So that's something they'll do, and then they also coat their weapons in venom, which I think I already said. Yeah. Okay. I think that might be. Oh, I do have one more.
What was it? I'm still thinking.
What was it about?
I'm still thinking.
Was it about mythology?
No. I'm still thinking. I don't know what happened.
It was about charmers being enchantment.
No. Just Cronus's balls.
There's
just
a fun
made me
fact
think differently.
There's a fun fact that the viewers and listeners are not going to
I'm
get.
trying to, but Cronus messed me up.
It's always Cronus.
Frick you,
His
Cronus.
testicles.
God dang it.
Okay, well,
I hate you, Cronus.
I'm gonna move
If
on.
your name Cronus.
This is your last chance to
That's
remember
sick.
it.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Sure. Okay, so the Erinyeses have their own curse that they can bestow on victims if the victims open contracts with them. And the curse is actually quite complicated, so I'll just give like the SparkNotes version, but it's very slow. It's very it's so slow it's imperceivable, actually. You can't even tell that you have it. But it's pretty terrible. So in essence, there are 5 stages to it. First, misfortune comes to the person who's been cursed. So they might be, they might have a drought, or like their crops die and the farmer next to them doesn't. And it's like, what? So misfortune happens, and so it just comes across as just sheer misfortune.
So it's just bad luck.
Bad luck, pretty much. So that's stage 1. Then hunger starts. And this victim starts to get a hunger for food that just isn't getting fixed. And so not only are their crops not growing, they just they need food, and they can't satisfy this hunger. So it's like you've now become uncomfortable. That's stage 2. Stage 3 is sickness. So their health will start to decline, and bad things start to happen, and it's their physical health for stage 3. Stage 4 is their mental health. They start to go mad. So this obviously would be bad for family members, and like they might end up killing like their child or something. Like they start to go crazy.
Probably eat them.
And then stage 5 is they die, and well, might be in hell.
That's a horrible curse.
It is, because it just slowly takes everything away from you, as opposed to just a quick death.
Like that's
it's as slow as possible.
Like that is just such a mean move.
It is.
Like why?
Well, let's go back to motivation.
Like,
No.
why?
Erinyeses are evil. That's why.
But like why? Just drag his butt to hell. You don't have to do that to him.
Well, they're masochistic, right? Or no, that's not masochistic. Sorry, they're sadists. They're sadists, right? They want to hurt things.
I mean, normal devils are actually respectable, though. Like, I know devils view these guys as respectable.
This is a curse they can be on someone. This is not what they don't do this a lot of times. Maybe if, like, they're dealing with someone that they just really don't like. It's like, all right, we're giving you this curse. Like, the person they dealt with had a loophole or something, and it's like, well, you get this curse now. They're not going to tell them, though, because it's imperceivable. It's meant to just really make this victim become hopeless and lose everything for no reason.
Dang.
And just feel like they got the shortest end of this world stick ever.
I wonder
and
how...
then they die.
Karma.
Then they kill their family and die.
And then they eat their family,
while
too.
they're throwing up and they're hungry. They probably eat them.
And then
their crops are still dead.
And then they'll eat their throw up, too. Oh.
Huh.
So they're basically ogres. Just not insane
I'd say
ogres.
it's worse.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my last fun fact.
I'm sad, but...
You can't remember it?
No.
Well, hey, this will be a good point. If he remembers it, we'll post it on Instagram, and you can find it there. So go follow the Owlbear Bros on Instagram. It's at Owlbear Bros. And there's a bunch of extra content we post there, but we'll post the Erinyes fun fact that the bear Forgot, like the
I'm sorry.
like the stumbling big animal he is, as opposed to a wise owl.
Yeah, you could just get freaking batted in your.
Okay,
never
mind.
dead.
I'm not starting this debate.
This is our debate now. It's owl v bear, baby.
No, we're in extra ideas now.
Yeah. Extra ideas. Make them like assassins. Like make them like if you mess with a devil, like, have them as like the bounty hunters that freaking go after you.
Yeah.
And they all have like different weapons and stuff. It's freaking cool. Like one might have like a flail or something. The other one might have like a great axe
Or like a whip.
Yeah, like a whip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably the weapons to inflict the most pain. So anything you can do to their weapon to just make it more painful.
A glaive that's not sharp. It's just like a jagged. It's like you literally rip metal and put it on as the blade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's meant to just break bone and not actually kill you. So you just sit there like broken. Anyway. Okay, so on that note about making them things, they're also good scouts, couriers, and especially guards or generals. So if you have like a big demon fight, an Erinyes would make a good general for like the group. Or if you just have like an evil group in general, the Erinyes might be like the woman in charge, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have another one?
I have a cool one. Have like an entire campaign where the adventurers are led by this angel to go get something or go like, I don't know, some burial mound. And the angel arrives and it turns out they're evil. It was an Erinyes the entire time. Just freaking flip the world on the adventurers and say that angel was actually evil.
Yeah, and then they just got the players to do like an evil act.
Yeah.
And now they're like, their souls are damned.
Yeah, and then the real angel
comes and they're like,
what the hell did you guys do? Like, what oh, I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to say that.
What the did you guys do?
What the
heaven did you guys do?
What the heaven did you guys do? It's like, I'm sorry, I thought you were you. No, heretic.
Yeah. The angel just walks up and says,
I'm just
oh my god, and then lightning just they just like turn into fiery feathers and another angel comes. Well.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, don't be that guy.
That'd be a funny character idea, an angel that curses. It's
What
like
the hell?
an angel that can't stop cursing, and then is
sorry.
constantly like mad with themselves for doing it. It's like, oh, I shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
And then you find out that they'll become an Erinyes. They're actually devolving.
They're actually devolved.
They spent too much time with Erinyes.
They were actually good in the beginning, but they cuss so much they become an Erinyes. They're like, you know what? I'm tired of holding back my true emotions.
Actually, to bring this back to Erinyes, it would be funny to make Erinyes constantly like cursing God. Like they're always saying like, "Oh my God," like using the Lord's name in vain.
Screw God.
Yeah. Okay. So you mentioned a plot point. So mine was also like that. So for players that kind of like a romantic side plot, which definitely exist, obviously, and I have them.
Well, rip that person.
Erinyes is a perfect thing to bring in. Maybe they teach them a little lesson if they need it, but also just to kind of have fun.
Oh, just mess with that one guy who just says, I want to sleep with everyone. It's like, all right, buddy.
Exactly, there's that. Or if you have someone who's just romantic and that like they, maybe teach them to be a little more cautious if they're not. Like you can say, oh, there's this beautiful guy. And he sits there all noble like, and he looks at you and he says, you want to dance? Right? But then it turns out he's evil, and so he might be like...
He might have that rose.
He might be like, marry me, and he gives you a contract to sign. It's my culture.
Wait, what?
Then it's written in a thing you can't read, which would be infernal probably, but you may not be able to tell.
Why is there, like, blood on it? Oh, don't worry about it.
I wonder if contract works if you can't read it, though.
Wait, why is there skulls and fire and people on, like, why is there goats, too? Don't worry about it.
You're enraptured by the beautiful eyes. Yeah. You don't even tell how demonic the contract is.
Beauty and the Beast, the Beast is actually Satan.
Yeah. And then you finally, and then you go with them on your romantic date, and he takes you to Baitor or whatever.
And you're like, wait, what the hell? And the devils are like, get freaking pranked.
Like, get roasted. You're a lemur now.
You're an imp.
Yeah.
Get pranked. Yeah.
Yeah.
That a Erinyes that pranks people by like saying, "You really thought we were gonna go on a honeymoon? I spent 20 years with you. You really
oh
thought
man, an Erinyes
really
that just spends like a bunch of time and falls in love with someone. Not really though.
It's
that
like,
would be a lot of work, but That would really rip the
You
rug.
really thought we were in love?
If you
Our
just
kid,
really want to
I
roast
give
a
it-
player,
just-
you could do that.
yeah.
But that sounds.
You think
that
I
sounds
love
too
my
mean.
kid? I'm gonna raise my kid as some psychopath that just wants to kill people and bring them to hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's horrible. God, these extra ideas. I have one.
Well, we are talking about a devil.
That's true. I have one. Make them big. I'm just kidding. No, that wouldn't make sense.
Make them big.
A Titan-sized. That's actually pretty cool.
I feel like that's your new catchphrase.
Make them big.
God. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Make them big.
Yeah,
But
no,
not really.
actually, don't.
That would
Don't.
just
That would be
weird
weird.
and not make sense.
Yeah, and then like the Kraken pulls up. He's like, "What the hell?"
Well, hey, Tormund would be even more attracted. Tormund Giantsbane from Game of Thrones.
Oh dang!
Where's the big woman?
Where's the big one? Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. Are we?
That's all my extra ideas.
That's all of mine.